Hello everyone, today I will discuss about Newton's laws of motion. Okay, so in this chapter we will study uh, what is the cause of motion of any body. Okay, so from this chapter we know about cause of motion of any body. So basically we have to know about force. What is the force? So force is an agent whose action produces an acceleration. That means if anybody accelerate, that means force acted on this body. Okay, so basically acceleration is the cause of force. Okay, so basically force is four types. That means four types of force exist in earth. Number one is contact force, number two is non-contact force, number three is weak forces, and number four is nuclear forces. Okay, so contact force, under contact force, those are the contact forces like tension. Without contact, tension is not exist. Normal reaction, spring, and also spring force, and also friction. So these four forces are under contact forces. This is the types of non-contact forces, or we can say example of non-contact forces like gravitational force, electrostatic force, and magnetic force. So all these three forces are under non-contact because they are act without any contact. Okay, this one is weak forces and this one is nuclear forces. So uh, we will only study in 11 and 12 about all these forces. We will study about these two forces in class 12, and 11 we have to study about all those. So first I will give you some idea about gravitational force. So gravitational force means weight of any body. That means weight of any body is called gravitational force of that body. So gravitational force means a attraction force between a body and earth basically. Okay. So here if this is a body with mass m, then we know the weight of this body represent in this form, right? M into g. What is g? G is the gravitational acceleration of earth, right? So this is called gravitational force. You need to remember one thing: direction of gravitational force. The direction of gravitational force always vertically downward. In any situation, in any position of that body, it's always act vertically downward direction. Another one thing I will tell you, I want to tell you, 1 kgf. Kgf is the gravitational. This is the another unit of gravitational force. Okay, so 1 kgf equals to 10 newton, or we can write 9.8 newton. It depends on g. If we take g 10 newton, then 1 kgf equals to 10 newton. If we take g equals to 9.8 newton, then 1 kgf equals to 9.8 newton. Next force is normal reaction. Normal reaction we know about, that means we have some idea about reaction, right? Reaction always act opposite to the action, right? But normal reaction means reaction which is normal to the contact point. That reaction force is called normal reaction. Just look at here. Here I am placing a body on this floor. Then we know gravitational force acted along downward, which is mg, and this force exerted on this floor, right? That means if we placed any body on the floor, then that floor experienced weight of the body, right? So this force experience mg force. That means this body gave action on this floor which is mg due to earth. Then similarly this floor gave reaction force in upward direction, because here this is the action force, which is acted along downward direction, and this is reaction force. So just look at here, this is the contact point, right? So this reaction force is normal to this contact point. That means this is called not a simple reaction, this is a normal reaction. So it always act upward and it's always normal to the plane or surface, or we can say normal to point of contact. Third one is tension force. So what is the tension force? It's a force on string, rod or chain. It always exists in string or rod or chain. The direction of this force always away from contact point. Okay. I want to tell you another more thing. Tension force basically is a restoring force of string, or we can say rod or chain. Okay, so this is basically a restoring force which is generated in string, rod or chain. Okay, and the direction is always away from the contact point. If we want to find tension force on this body, just look at here, this is a body which is hanging by this string. So the weight of this body directed along this side, which is mg, because here I am assuming that mass of this body is m. So that means the tension force on this body is acted along this side. This is the direction of tension force which is acted on this body. This is the contact point, right? This is the contact point between string and this body. So the tension force always act away from the contact point. Just look at here. Here I am also taking a mass which is connected with the string. This is a string. Okay, and just look at here, this is the contact point, right? So the direction of tension is along this side, and this is the external force. If we pull this string along this side, then this is our tension force which is experienced by this body along this side, and the mass of this body is m. Okay, so here I am taking a few examples. Just look at here, this is a wedge and this is the block. So you have to show direction of normal reaction. So we know normal reaction always exists at the contact point, and it's always normal to the contact point. Just look at here, this is the contact point, right? So the normal reaction is along this side. Suppose here I am assuming that this is N1 and this is the contact point. So the normal reaction is along this side. This is N2. Okay, so it's always normal to contact point, or we can say contact surface. This is the contact surface, right? So it's always normal to contact surface. Just look at here I am taking a figure, show that you have to show the this is string, and this is also string. So we have to show the direction of tension force. So just look at here, this is the mass m1 and this is the mass m2. So this is the contact point between this string and this mass. So tension force is along this side. I'm assuming that this is T1 tension force. This is the contact point, so tension force along this side, which is T2, and tension force for this contact point is along this side. That means this is also T2. Why? Just look at here, this tension or this tension, both are different, but these two tensions are similar. Why? Because here this the the masses exist between these two strings, right? So if masses exist between two strings, then the tension of both of them will changes. But this is a single string, no masses are exist between this one, right? So that means the tension for that point to this point to that point, the tension this point to that point cannot change, tension is similar. But here this string and this string are separated by this mass, that's why tension will change. For this string tension is also changed because, so at this point the direction of tension is along this side, which is, I am assuming here this is T3. So for this point tension is along this side, it's also T3, and for this point tension is along this side, which is also T1. So these are the all tension force acted like this. Okay, next I want to discuss about free body diagram. Just look at here. So few rules we have to follow when we draw a free body diagram. So here I am writing all this. So first one is, we have to assume that our body has a point mass. Second one, we will show all forces acting on it, that means acting on that body whose free body diagram we want to show. Third one is force reference frame, that means here the observer lie on the ground. Okay, so here I am taking a figure, just look at here. So this is our body, so we have to show free body diagram of this body, and someone is observed that body, right? So that observer always exists at the ground, just remember these things. So if we observe this body from ground, that means according to me this is the inertial frame. That means if observer placed at ground, then according to that observer the frame is inertial frame. Inertial frame means we can apply all Newton's law in this body if we observe from ground. Okay, and all the laws is applicable for this situation, whatever it is. So just let's draw the free body diagram of this body. So we have to assume that this is the point mass. So here I am taking a point, and look at here, the forces exerted on this body. Here we can only show all the forces which are exerted on this body. We cannot say any force which force give by this body. Okay, so we only can show all the forces which are exerted on this body, not those forces which exerted by this body. Okay, so this force is exerted on this body, which is gravitational force, which is mg, which is along this side, and another force is normal reaction. Just look at here, this is the contact surface, right? So normal reaction always perpendicular to the contact surface. So this is the free body diagram of this body. Here I am assuming that mass of this body is m. Next one is this. So here I am showing free body diagram of m1 mass and free body diagram of M2 mass. Just look at here, this is M1 mass and this is the gravitational force. These two masses connected through a string and this is a fixed pulley. Okay, and here our assumption is this pulley and this string both are massless and no friction is exerted in this case. Okay, so free body diagram of M1 mass is, this is the force exerted on this M1 mass, which is gravitational force, which is along this side, which is M1g, and the another force is T, which is exerted along this side. You see, this is tension force, right? And free body diagram of M2 mass is, this is M2 mass, so this is the, you have to assume that point mass, and the gravitational force on this M2 mass is M2g, and the another force tension which is exerted on this M2 mass, which is along this side, which is tension force, right? So these are the two free body diagram of these two forces. Next, Newton's first law of motion. So according to Newton's first law, if net force on any body is zero, then the body remains its initial state of motion, or we can say the acceleration of the body is zero. That means according to Newton's first law, if any external force, that means if any force exerted on this body, then the body remain its initial state. If the body initially at rest, then it's remain. If the body initially moving with uniform speed or uniform velocity, then it's also remain. Okay, so that means if net force on this body is zero, then acceleration of this body is also zero. Net force means sum of all forces which are exerted on this body. Okay, that means if three forces exerted on this body, then vector sum of these three forces should be zero. Then acceleration of this body is also zero. So here I am taking few examples. Just look at here. Find tension in both string. Just look at here. Here I am taking find tension and only find tension in both string. Tension of both string. So just look at here, this is the mass 2 kg and this is the mass of 3 kg, and both are connected by this string. So this is one string and this is second string. So just look at here. I'm showing all the forces. So along this side the tension force, suppose T1, and along this side the tension force is T2, and this contact point tension force is along this side, which is always tension force directed away from the contact point. So these three contact point are exist here, right? And this body gravitational acceleration is along this side, which is 3 into g, mass into acceleration, and gravitational acceleration of this body is also directed along this side, which is 2 into g. That means if we want to draw free body diagram of 2 kg mass, here I am drawing free body diagram of 2 kg mass. Okay, so this is our 2 kg mass. Along this direction T1 acted. Along this direction two forces acted. Number one is T2 tension force, and number 2 is gravitational acceleration, 2 into g, mass into g, gravitational force, mass into gravitational acceleration. And free body diagram of 3 kg mass, this is 3 kg mass, and this 3 kg mass experience tension force along this side, which is T2, and this 3 kg mass experience gravitational force along this side, which is 3 into g. Okay, so both masses are in equilibrium. That means no motion observed for these two masses. So in equilibrium all the forces are balanced, right? So that means upward force, total upward force balanced by total downward force. So for this, just look at here, weight of this body plus T1. Sorry, here I am assuming this one is T2 and this one is T1. So just replace this. This one is T2 and this one is T1. That means this one is also T1. Here I am assuming that this one is T2 and this one is T1. This one is also T1. So for this body, just look at here, T2 balanced 2G into T1. Just look at it, T2 balanced by 2 into G plus T1. This is the value of T1. Why? This is coming from this equation. For this body, just look at it, T1 equals to 3 into G, right? T1 equals to 3 into G, because this body experienced T1 force in along this direction and T3 into G force along this direction, and this body is in equilibrium, so all forces are balanced. That means upward force equals to downward force. So just put this value and you will get your answer. So from this, if we solve this one, then we will get the value of T1. If we solve this one, then we will get the value of T2. Okay, this is the another question. So in this question, just look at here, this is the string, this is the body, and this is the another string. That means tension force from this contact point is along this side, which is T2, and from this contact point, or for this contact point, tension force is along this side, right? You can see here, this tension force makes 37-degree angle with this vertical line. That means this tension force has two components. One component is along this side and another component is along this side, right? If we resolve this T2, if this angle is 37 degree, then this angle is also 37 degree, because both angles are alternative angle. These two lines are vertical line, that's why they are parallel to each other, and this is transverse. So if this angle is 37 degree, then cos component is along this side, which is T2 cos 37 degree, and along the side T2 sin 37 degree. So just look at here, if the body is in equilibrium and the gravitational acceleration is along this side, which is mg, that